Opus 4.7 released today a few hours ago, and what I'm going to do is test this out against the prompt that I used with 4.6, which was to create a website using the front-end design skill and nano-banana. So then we'll check out the output from 4.7 and compare that against the 4.6 output. And I'm going to take a look really briefly at the scorecard. Agentic coding versus 4.6 jumped by almost 10%. Agentic terminal use got a little bit better. The financial analysis feature, they kind of mentioned in this blog post that it's significantly better at financial analysis. The reasoning score has jumped a little bit. And then the visual reasoning, they also mentioned in this blog post that 4.7 can handle bigger resolution images and can look at them in more detail, which also means that it can produce better outputs for visual tasks. So they talk about this in the blog post. Go ahead and check it out if you'd like. Just another brief thing that I'll mention also is there's a new extra high effort level with 4.7. So we'll check that out today as well. Before we dive in though, I also would mention that 4.7, they explicitly say that it will use potentially more tokens depending on the content type. And so it also has that extra effort level. So keep that in mind. If you're using 4.7, you might find that it uses more tokens and therefore uses your limits quicker. And then the effort level chart as well, you can see that it kind of across all effort levels does better than 4.6. But again, on that max level, it's using a ton of tokens potentially. So just keep that in mind while you're using 4.7. You will need a couple of plugins to make this work. So the first one is from the claude-plugins-official repo from Anthropic, and I'll show you how to install both of these plugins. The other one that you'll need is from the build-at-scale-claude-code plugins repo, which is the nano-banana image generation skill. I'll leave both install commands in the description for you. So the first one I'll install is the front-end design skill plugin, and I already have that, so it's not going to install, but make sure yours has that installed. And then I'll also install the nano-banana plugin, which I also already have. So go ahead and grab both of those plugins. And then the next thing that you'll need, create an API key for nano-banana. So copy that API key and then go ahead and export the API key. And don't worry, I'm going to delete this API key after I record this video. So just export Gemini API key, paste your key in, and then go ahead and relaunch Claude. And you can see I'm using 4.7. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste in this prompt from the Opus 4.6 video, but I'm going to modify it a little bit because I don't care about an agent team building this website. Check out the previous video if you want to see an agent team in action, but I just want to make sure I can see all of Opus's progress. I don't want to have anything going into a sub-agent. I just want to see it all working in a single thread. So I'll move myself here so you can see the full prompt, but I will also paste this in the description if you want to copy it. The two things that I want to make sure that happen is the front-end design skill is invoked and the nano-banana skill is invoked as well. So I'll go ahead and run this, and we're going to create a website for a local cabinet maker with a about page, contact page, and services page. So there's those two skills that I care about, is the front-end design skill and the nano-banana skill. All right, so it's scaffolded the project and it's got a task list for itself here. Scaffold, generate images, build design system, build 4 pages, verify build and deployment readiness. So you can see it already started in parallel generating some images using nano-banana, and it'll go ahead and do all of those and generate the site itself as well. So I'll let Opus 4.7 complete this task list, and then we'll come back and we'll see the final output, and we'll compare it with the Opus 4.6 output from the last video. Okay, looks like it's done. 4 pages verified. We've got editorial heritage craft. So we've got an index page, about page, services, and contact. Custom imagery with nano-banana 2K, and we can run the project here. So we'll go ahead and run this and take a look. There we go, Millwright and Company cabinet makers. Cabinetry measured in decades, not dimensions. So we've got the index page, founded, our ethos, rooms we've built together. So we've got the sort of portfolio section, custom kitchens, built-in cabinetry, furniture, restoration, and then we've got a call to action, services page, kitchens, cabinetry, case goods and furniture, restoration. Then we've got studio. So it kind of took some liberty there with the name. It's called studio instead of about. The history, and then stages, listening, drawing, making, installing, and then the contact page, which they called inquire. So there's the contact form, studio hours, contact information. Yeah, it looks pretty good. This is the Opus 4.6 website that we created in that video, and very different for sure. Homepage, what we create, our philosophy, call to action, about page, who we are, what guides us, how we work, and then services, kitchen cabinets, vanities, shelving, cabinet refacing, materials we work with, get a quote, contact page, contact info, map. So I think the 4.7 definitely looks more sort of like boutique feel. It's got more, I guess, creative headlines and things like that. It took some liberty with the names of the pages. So yeah, it definitely feels a little bit more detailed, or I guess less sort of templatey. It didn't have the map, which was kind of cool actually on 4.6. But overall, it looks like a decent site. It used the front-end design skill. It used the nano-banana 2 images. Not really sure which one I like better. I do like the homepage of the 4.6 one better. Just the nice hero image section is really, I kind of like that. But overall, this looks like another great website. It's definitely got its own feel to it. But let me know what you think in the comments. Which one was better for you, 4.6 or 4.7? So that was it for now. If you found the video useful, give it a like and subscribe for more in the future. Thanks for watching.